What's up, everybody? It is me, Mr. Henrik Fan, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is another episode of the Nascar Diecast Unboxing Series, episode 41. So for today's episode, we're going to be unboxing 10 cars, so let's go ahead and begin. So the first car I got is the 2019 Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Sunny D. The second car I got is the 2019 Jeffrey Earnhardt IK9. The third car I got is the 2019 Darrell Wallace Jr. Aftershocks. The fourth car I got is the 2019 Daniel Suarez Haas. The fifth car I got is the 2019 Kevin Harvick Mobile 1. The sixth car I got is the 2019 Marx Jr. Auto Owners Insurance. The seventh car I got is the 2019 Kyle Larson McDonald's. The eighth car I got is the 2019 Noah Gragson Cessna. The ninth car I got is the 2019 Haley Deegan Meridian Napa Auto Parts Idaho 208 race version. And finally is the 2001 and the 2019 release, but the 2001 Jimmy Johnson Lowe's First Start. Alright, let's go ahead and unbox these and begin. Alright, I just unboxed the first car, which is the 2019 Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Sunny D. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright. Man, I won't lie, I was not sure if I was one to get the car, but in person, I was like, you know what, I did see some differences. It's not like very, very different, but there is some differences enough. I was like, you know what, I'll pick this thing up. Because there's a few differences compared to like the 2016, 2017 car. I don't know where it's 100% at, but all I know is that there are some differences between the two. And I decided to pick it up, and again, I'm very glad I did. A shame to see what happened to him going to a leaving Roush, but he is going to, I believe, JTG Daughtery. Man, I feel like I've been under a rock if I'm wrong with that, but I'm 99.9% sure he's at JTG, so hopefully he can prove us something there. Maybe a change of ride is all he needs. Who knows? But anyways, let's go ahead and go off to the second car. Alright, I just unboxed the second car, which is the 2019 Jeffrey Earnhardt IK9.com. But before I show off the car, here's the card I got. There's one. And here's the other side. If you want to pause, go ahead. Alright, here's the car. Alright. I'm going to just be kind of honest here as well. Speaking about a shame. But, yeah, I honestly wish that Jeffrey Earnhardt had more of a chance in that 18 than what he was given. And I'm not really the biggest fan of Jeffrey, but I thought he proved his worth in the 18 before he was cut and released by JGR. Hopefully he gets another chance, because I feel like he actually redeemed himself a little bit. But I mean, on the other side, you could prove that anyone could basically redeem themselves in the best equipment. But I was on the verge that this dude was in, how do I put this in, terms, a bust. I don't think he was 100% a bust, but man, he was really close. He's really close. But I gotta give him some credit. I know he went to the best equipment, but I think he proved himself to step a little bit away from that direction, head more towards the right direction. So I gotta give him that, and I hope that another good team would give him a chance. Some tells me it might be Junior Motorsports, but hey, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It would make a lot of sense. But anyways, back to the car. Very nice paint scheme, and I just like this paint scheme in general. And it is the very first super car I have. So hey, I mean, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I get a thumbs up for this car as a scheme, and it's my very first super diecast. So yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the third car. Alright, I just unboxed the third car, which is the 2019 Darrell Wallace Jr. Aftershocks. But before I show off the car, here's the hood I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright. Well, I mean, this car is basically a typical petty blue, but with a little bit of a twist. Nothing really much to say about it. But I will say, I do love getting as many Bubba cars as possible. Because, I mean, again, I like to support, like, getting as much of the underfunded drivers, or the more towards underfunded. Because, I mean, to be honest, though, petty is starting to kind of become that direction. I hate to see it, especially from like Richard Petty, but they just can't pick up the results. They can't get the sponsorship. So I like to do it, like, get as many of the underfunded drivers as possible, because sadly he kind of is an underdog here. I don't like to say it because I like Darrell Wallace Jr. I have nothing but respect for him for what he's done, but again, it's just, he's unfortunately one of those underfunded drivers. So I mean, and whenever there's a car I could get of his, especially in the Authentics line, I'll try my best to get it, and I just got this one. So yeah, again, it's a typical petty blue car, nothing very special about it, but I mean, it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the fourth car. Alright, I just unboxed the fourth car, which is the 2019 Daniel Suarez Haas. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright. Again, I don't like doing this, but man, Daniel Suarez is so underperformed for what he should have. Now, I hate to see him fall down to the ground like this, but man, I hope he can catch a right break soon. And honestly, again, like I've said about last video about the Hemrick car, I'll say it again in this video too. He needs to go down to the Xfinity Series. I feel like he will have his best success there. I could see him as the next Elliott Sadler out of all things. I mean, yeah, he wasn't really great in Cup, but he really performed really well in Xfinity. I could see the same thing in Daniel Suarez, or even Daniel Hemrick. Both Daniels. Ironic, but still. But anyways, back to the car. Again, really nice paint scheme. Kind of disappointed that they're doing the same thing with the Cole Custer car in 2020. But this car is still really nice though. So I got to give Stuart Haas whoever designed this paint scheme, some credit for actually doing something a little bit different. So yeah, I'll give them some credit for that. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the fifth car. Alright, I just unboxed the fifth car, which is the 2019 Kevin Harvick Mobile 1. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Oop, okay, everything's alright. Alright. You know, a lot of you would probably think I don't like this car, but I actually do for some reason. I think it looks really cool, like a blackout with the blue and red number, the blue and then the red outline, and the black. I think it looks actually surprisingly good. And it was about time that Mobile 1 had to make a little bit of change because the old design was really nice at first, but then it kind of started to get kind of old, and I could see this as one of those examples of like looked really cool at first, but it kind of, the more you do it, the more it could get old. I could see the same thing with this one, but for being a first year, I thought it looked really cool. So again, I'll give it a thumbs up. And it's something different too, so gotta give that some credit as well. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the 6th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 6th car, which is the 2019 Marx Juniors Auto Owners Insurance. But before I show off the car, here's the hood I got. And no, it's not a magnetic hood. I don't know why I was trying to say that, but whoop. Alright, here's the car. Alright. You know, I actually dig this paint scheme too. It's a little, they made a little bit of changes, and then with the 19 font, I like this thing a lot. It actually surprisingly looks really cool. So, again, good job to whoever designed this car. Definitely a thumbs up from me. But, yeah. Really not much to say other than that. But I do dig the color scheme too. Oh yeah, other than that, nothing really else much to say. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the 7th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 7th car, which is the 2019 Kyle Larson McDonald's. But before I show off the car, here's the hood I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright, I'm just going to be straight up honest here. At first, I could not stand this car. I just thought this was the weirdest looking car I think at that time of year. It's probably one of the most looking cars. But then I've started to grow a lot more on this paint scheme, and I actually do not mind it now the more I've seen, especially on track. That's a big reason why this car is getting a pass for me, because, man, I could not stand it at first, but it gets a pass for me now because I've grown to like it a lot more. But as for the other one, I will not mention anything about that. But other than that, nothing really else much to say, just a wacky looking car that I don't mind as much anymore. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the 8th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 8th car, which is the 2019 Noah Gragson Cessna. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright. Again, I like the simplicity of the colors in the scheme. I like it. I like this car a lot too. And again, I hate to see how Noah Gragson did in his rookie year. Not the biggest fan, but I don't dislike him. I don't love him, don't hate him. He's one of those guys. But again, I hope he does better, because I think he can prove a lot more than what he's shown so far. So, yeah. But anyways, nice paint scheme. A definite thumbs up for me yet again. I love the simplicity of the colors and the paint scheme. But yeah, pretty much that's about it. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the 9th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 9th car, which is the 2018, apparently, Haley Deegan Meridian Napa Auto Parts Idaho 208 race version. But before I show off the car, here's the card I got. Alright, there's one side. And then, if you want to pause to the statistics, here you go, right now. Alright, here's the car. Alright. Gotta be straight up honest here. I really hope she can be that first non-male to actually do something. I really do hope that, because, I mean, again, I think she has the most potential, because she's the only female I've seen this really good amount of potential on. But on the other side, she is only in K&N, so let's not get too far ahead. But I do hope and pray that someone can prove everyone wrong, and I really hope that Hailie Deegan is that person to prove all of us wrong. I really do. Because, honestly, I have nothing against her at all. At all, like, man. But, other than that, but yeah, the car is nice. The race version is also pretty cool. I want to shout out Jacob for getting me this and the Larson, and then the last car too. I thank him really a lot for that. He did not have to do it, but I'm just beyond thankful he was able to. So thank you again, Jacob, for doing this. And yeah. All right, let's go ahead and go off to the last car. Alright, I just unboxed the last car, which is the 2001 and the 2019 release of the Jimmie Johnson Lowe's First Start. So before we go off to the car, here's the card I got. There's the front, and then if you want to pause it again, there you go. Alright, here's the car. Alright, again, shout out to Jacob for also getting me this car. Thank you so much. But, yeah, this car is really, really cool. Really, really cool. Like, if you're a retro fan, or literally just, I would just, even if you're a diecast collector, go get this car. Whether it's the 164 or 124. Just get this car. It's absolutely awesome. I know there's a few, like, I do have the biggest complaint, but honestly I can't do anything about it, and that's the wheels. Man, if this thing had the rubber wheels like it was back in the day on some cars, like, this thing would be perfect. Like, it's just made to have the rubber wheels, but I don't know. But even then, it's not that much of a complaint. I love this paint scheme, though. Easily a double thumbs up for me. And what a way to end it off on a awesome paint scheme like this. But yeah, easily a recommendable car from me. And actually as well, I will have a thoughts video on the, probably make a video about him sometime this year, about Jimmie Johnson, because I've been thinking about doing it for a while. Well, especially after announcing this is his last season, but before the end of the year, I'll probably, or probably before ISM, I'll probably do something about it. Man, it's kind of weird to say it's not like before Homestead, because I'm so used to that being the finale, but it's before ISM. I'll probably do a video about him, just period. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Make sure you leave a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!